Hey Sears FitStudio people, how's it going? Kelly Olexa here, and we are starting a series called Kelly's Favorite Things. And don't worry, it's not just going to be about Hugh Jackman, okay? We're talking about fitness favorite things. And one of my new latest discoveries for getting your sweat on is the recumbent bike, okay? And I will tell you, I'm kind of new to the recumbent bike, okay? So there's several types of stationary bikes. If you've been to a health club, you know that there's the kind where you're almost riding like a regular bike, where it really just looks like a regular bike and you're pedaling right away. The recumbent bike is more where you're leaning back. There are bikes that are recumbent bikes where you can ride them outside, but what we're talking about specifically are the ones for inside, where it's a stationary bike, but it's a recumbent bike. You know what I love about these? Sometimes they look a lot easier than you think, but it's a really cool way. I just think it's cool. It's a really cool way to get your sweat on, but also to be able to do a little multitasking. Now, sometimes we got to clarify here. When we say multitasking, we're saying you can really get your sweat on and get a really killer workout, and especially if you're doing something like a HIIT workout with the intervals where you're going to go up and down, and really get your heart rate up and get a compact workout in 20 minutes. Everybody's talking about, you know, I don't have time to work out. That's baloney, especially when you're talking about doing something fun like using a recumbent bike. Why is it fun? Because when I'm sitting on a recumbent bike, I can set up a 20-minute workout program based on 1-minute intervals. I can sit there, I can have my phone with me, I can have my book with me, I can have all of my magazines that I want to read, and I certainly like to read a lot. Now, some of you might be thinking, Kelly, why are you encouraging people to multitask while they're working out? Shouldn't they be focusing? Shouldn't you be really pushing it? Absolutely, you should be pushing it. But if you really set your mind to it and set up your program, either do a pre-program that's already on some of these machines, or just tell yourself, this is what I'm doing, I'm here for 20 minutes. As long as you're pushing it with your legs, that's the brilliance of the recumbent bike. You don't need to be moving your arms, okay? This is not like, what's the other thing I'm thinking about? Elliptical, where your arms are moving? This actually gives you an opportunity to fully focus on your lower body only, and maybe you mix this in with some of your other routines, like a kickboxing class or a circuit training class where you're doing, you know, weights and cardio, where you have to be fully present, where you can't do any of this. But for those of us that want to get in some quick cardio, really good sweat fest, and yet still feel like, okay, I've got some texts that I have to get back, or I've got to look at my emails at the end of the day, or I've got a couple reports, why not do it? And that's kind of boring. But hey, I mean, I'm going to be more focused on doing something like my nails, filing my nails. Don't lie and say you haven't done it while you're on the recumbent bike. But heck, it's just one of those things that you can squeeze in there, get a sweat on, and still pay attention to some other things in case that's what you're complaining about not being able to do. So, get yourself on a recumbent bike, try it out, see if you like it, and I guarantee you, if you focus, you can still get a good workout in and be doing something else at the same time.